Hello everyone, how's it going? In this video, it's going to be a top 10 video, and this top 10 video will be top 10 easy ways to deal with the Oppressor Mark II. The Oppressor Mark II is very easy to deal with because such a small, fragile, vulnerable target is very vulnerable to being hit, and players can easily be knocked off or shot off the Oppressor Mark II. It's very small, it can be destroyed easily, locked onto, or just hit or ran into, and when you get knocked off it, then it falls to the ground, and you have to wait 5 minutes before you call another one, and it gets destroyed easily, in just one explosion, and has no shield or armor whatsoever. So anyway, here we go. Number 10, picking them up with the cargo bob magnet and dropping them in the water. The cargo bob magnet is very strong, and it can easily pick up an Oppressor Mark II, and Oppressor Mark II is very small, so the magnet will have plenty of room to pick it up, and then you can drop it in the water. And even though it doesn't kill the Oppressor Mark II user, it will destroy the Oppressor Mark II. Number 9, dropping bombs on them with the Cuban 800 plane. And the Cuban 800 can hover above them, and it can drop bombs on them, because the Oppressor Mark II just hovers in the air. The Cuban 800 takes 2 explosions to get destroyed, so even if an Oppressor Mark II shoots a missile at you, then you can still fly in the air and drop bombs on them, and 1 bomb will destroy them. Number 8, jumping out of an 101 crate Titan and allowing the free falling Titan to crash into him, knocking him off the bike. So, if you're greedy and selfish and hypocritical, and you sell in public sessions because you're desperate for the bonus, then if an Oppressor Mark II comes after you and locks onto you and shoots missiles at you, then all you have to do is jump out of it, and the Titan will free fall in the air, and it'll crash into the Oppressor Mark II, and it'll knock them off it. And it may even destroy it because the Titan is very armored, and the Oppressor Mark II is not. So, if it just knocks them off, then the player will be very vulnerable to the Titan because it's so big and armored. And the Oppressor Mark II is very small, it only has 20 missiles. And it's not fair because when a Titan is free falling in the air, the Oppressor Mark II has to manually aim, and they may miss some of the shots, and then when they run out of 20 missiles, then they have to wait 5 minutes before they can call another one. Number 7, mowing them down with the Cuban 800 blades. And you can sneak up behind the Oppressor Mark II user, and all you have to do is tap him with the blades, and it'll knock them off, and it'll kill him. And you can nosedive down with the blades and knock them off that way, because the blades are in front, unlike the buzzard blades that are on the top. So it's easier to do it. I mean, you can do it with a buzzard too. I've done it before, and if I can do it with a buzzard, y'all can do it with a Cuban 800. Number 6, running them over with a dump truck. And this is a very easy way to destroy Oppressor Mark II users, because if you're in a dump truck and they're close to the ground or on the ground, then all you have to do is crash into them, and once that happens, then they can't shoot missiles at you, and it'll knock them off. And if they're hovering above the ground, then all you have to do with a jump truck is get on a hill and then drive off the hill, and then it'll put you in the air, and then you can crash into them or land on top of them. Number 5, shooting a free aim Schomburg torpedo at them. And Riley Black Fox, she shot a free aim Schomburg torpedo at a jet, and she can do that, then an Oppressor Mark II can definitely be destroyed by a free aim Schomburg torpedo in the water. And when it's in the water, the Oppressor Mark II can't even walk on to the Schomburg. So that's why torpedoes are overpowered. Number 4, jumping and boosting up in the air and performing a nosedive down with the rocket Voltic while shooting a drive-by weapon at them. So the Voltic has boost, and you can drive up a hill and then boost off it, and then it'll make you fly in the air, and then you can nosedive down with it. You can use drive-by weapons with it, and then shoot the Oppressor Mark II user off. Number 3, shooting them off with the Pounder custom missile battery. So even though the Pounder custom only takes 1 RPG to get destroyed, it can shoot several missile batteries at one time. Even though they can't lock on, they can still destroy an Oppressor Mark II and just 1 missile battery, even though it shoots several at one time. Number 2, shooting them off with a Deluxo machine gun. So the Deluxo goes very slow, so it'll give you plenty of time to shoot them off before they pass you. As long as they don't shoot missiles at you, then you can easily shoot them off. Because the Oppressor Mark II don't have machine guns, so they can't shoot you off. And you have protection and cover unlike the Oppressor Mark II, because you're inside the Luxo, but they're not inside anything. They're on a bike. They're not in anything. Number 1, picking them up with a bulldozer and slowing them down. Because the bulldozer can pick up cars on the ground, so if the Oppressor Mark II is on the ground or hovering above the ground, then you can pick them up and then slow them down. And then eventually, it'll damage the Oppressor Mark II enough to where it gets destroyed, and it'll kill the user. So, anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.